Listen. Before you scroll, before you run back to comfort, I need you to hear this. Not with your ears, with your soul. Because what I'm about to tell you might just change the way you see yourself forever. Discipline is not beautiful. It doesn't give you applause. It doesn't congratulate you. It's cold, it's quiet, and it's ruthless. It will break you down until even your reflection doesn't recognize who you used to be. You see, most people want success without suffering. They want to climb without calluses. They want peace without war and power without patience. But the universe doesn't work that way. Before discipline builds you, it destroys you. Before it makes you wise, it makes you wait. Before it gives you peace, it tests your chaos. And that's why so many quit halfway. They feel the burn and call it failure. But you, if you're still listening, maybe you're one of the few who understands that pain isn't punishment, it's preparation. So imagine this. High in the mountains of the east, a young man once lived with his aging father. Their home was small, their meals simple, but their spirits strong. Every dawn, the boy would wake before sunrise. He'd cut bamboo, run barefoot through icy streams, lift stones until his arms shook. And every night, his father would say the same words. "You are not ready." Years passed. The boy grew muscles, scars, and pride. But still, those four words haunted him: "You are not ready." Until one stormy night, his father called him outside. The wind howled, the rain fell like knives. The father handed him a dull blade, chipped, rusted, heavy. And he said, "If you wish to be sharp, go live where the sword is born." So the boy left. He climbed through fog and hunger, walked until his sandals tore. At last, he found a blacksmith hidden in the mountains. The man didn't smile, didn't greet him. He simply pointed to the roaring fire. The boy understood. The fire would be his teacher now. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Every day he swung the hammer until his hands bled. Every night he fell asleep beside the forge, his body trembling from exhaustion. The fire burned his skin, the smoke stole his breath. And each time he plunged the steel into water, the hiss echoed like his own scream. But every time the metal screamed, it grew stronger. And so did he. That is discipline. That's the part most people never see. The quiet repetition, the small, invisible victories. The moments you think no one notices, but they matter more than anything. Imagine your own forge. It could be the alarm you ignore, the book you never finish, the dream you keep postponing because it hurts to chase it. That's your fire. Every morning you wake up early when your body begs for sleep. That's your forge. Every time you stay focused while distractions scream, that's your hammer. Every time you choose peace over pleasure, that's your strike. Pain isn't your enemy. It's the sound of your transformation. And listen, if you've felt this far in your chest, hit subscribe right now. Because the Discipline Room isn't about hype. It's about truth. It's about turning your scars into strength and your fire into focus. Don't stop now. Don't quit because it burns. Keep going because it burns. That's how you know it's working. Imagine the young warrior again, standing before the fire, tired, shaking, ready to give up. But then he remembers his father's voice. If you wish to be sharp, live where the sword is born. He raises the hammer one more time. And that strike, that final painful strike, changes everything. That's the moment he becomes unbreakable. And that's you. That's your story being written right now, even if you can't see it. Every challenge, every setback, every lonely night where you wonder if it's worth it, it is. Because you are being shaped into something the world can't bend. If you're still watching, hit like. Not for me, but as a promise to yourself. A silent vow that you'll endure your fire until your purpose takes shape. And share this with someone who's in their own forge right now, someone who thinks the pain means they're losing. Let them see what you've seen, that pain means they're finally growing. Months later, when the young warrior returned home, he carried the sword he forged. It wasn't shiny, it wasn't pretty, but it was unbreakable. His father looked at him and asked, "What did the fire teach you?" And the warrior said, "The fire takes everything, but gives back only what can endure." That is discipline. That is life. And that is what the world keeps trying to skip. Everyone wants to shine, but nobody wants to burn. They crave the result, but run from the process. They want mastery, but not the mornings when nobody's clapping. They want success, but not the scars that come with it. But discipline, true discipline, it strips away everything fake. It burns the weakness. It melts the excuses, until what's left is pure strength, stillness, self-control. Discipline doesn't trap you, it frees you. It frees you from being controlled by moods, by fear, by laziness. It gives you power over yourself. And once you master yourself, no one can master you. So when life feels like fire, don't run. Stand in it. Because the longer you endure, the more refined you become. The more you hurt, the more honest your strength grows. People who avoid the fire, they stay dull. They walk through life, waiting for comfort to save them. But those who embrace it, they glow. They move differently. They speak with certainty. They don't need validation, because they've met pain and made peace with it. Imagine that glow. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you are no longer the same person who started this journey. You've been rebuilt, sharpened, forged by your own fire. Every great warrior, every artist, every dreamer. They all began with pain, not power. But instead of running from it, they stayed. And the fire rewarded them. So next time it hurts, smile. You're not breaking down. You're burning away what's weak. You're not losing, you're learning how to last. And one day, when it finally heals, you'll stand tall like steel, focused, calm, unbent. So keep walking through your fire. Keep showing up when no one notices. Keep choosing the hard thing, because that's where your power hides. And when your power finally shows itself, you'll understand why it had to hurt first. If this spoke to your soul, subscribe to the Discipline Room. Because here, we don't chase motivation. We build mastery, one scar, one strike, one silent victory at a time. Discipline hurts before it heals. But when it heals, you'll never fear the fire again.